Welcome all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture. My name is Maria Kądzielska, and we continue our discussions about music and percussion. With us in the studio is Maciej Świnoga, a specialist classical percussionist. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
And you told us in the previous episode your story, how you studied in Copenhagen and how you started to win international competitions all over the world. So right now, lead us a little bit to your musical world, because I guess percussion is a very limited, things which are not very popular among wider audience. And you took part in a international percussion festival, cross drumming. Why cross drumming was so important, and what was it, and how was it to participate in it?
Of course. So the main thing is that when I was student in high school in Bednarska High School, I had a teacher, Professor Stanisław Skoczyński. He's also a teacher in University Music here in Warsaw. So he's actually a person who created this festival. And the thing is that it was actually first time in my whole life where I could actually see musicians like percussionists and drummers as well, but especially percussionists from all over the world who were invited to this certain festival. So I could see let's say people from France, Germany, United States, and I could see it's
everyone doing the same thing you're doing.
Not exactly. Not exactly. I mean, some of them yes, but some not. Because for example, they were playing a bit. For example, different pieces. For example, let's say a bit more. There was, for example, a person from United States. So she was actually playing Professor Linda Maxey. Yeah, I remember very well. For example, she was playing mostly on marimba. And she was playing mostly American repertoire, which, for example, was not that. At least this, what she was actually playing, was not that known, for example, in Poland, and especially at these times when it was kind of early 2000s. So I dare to say it was 2006, 7, 8, 9, and yeah. So it was actually also kind of a trigger point for me where I saw all of this amazing stuff, and I was wow, this is absolutely amazing.
So you see people who inspired you.
Yes.
In the festival,
yes. Absolutely,
doing
yes.
things similar or different, but with showing you it seems like a percussion has really a lot of, it's like a labyrinth, a lot of things which you can use, and a lot of music which you can play on it.
You can play on almost everything. You could even use your own body, and there's actually a percussion piece for body percussion called Corporel by Vinko Globokar.
So you can play on your own body.
Exactly, yes. And it's actually written specifically what to do, where, how, when, and you have a certain amount of time that it. For example, in a matter of 5 seconds, you have to do something. So it's actually percussion theater. It's called percussion theater. So yes, and you play with amplification on the ground.
Well, sounds crazy.
It is crazy, yes.
But every day, in everyday life, currently, you play and you cooperate with Perkurama ensemble.
Yes.
And so what kind of music does this ensemble play, and how do you cooperate with them?
Of course. So basically, I'm a member. It's our student ensemble in the Royal Danish Academy of Music in Copenhagen. So basically, what we do is we are playing mostly percussion repertoire. Sometimes modern percussion repertoire. And
give us names about the modern percussion repertoire. Who are you
First of all, for example, few composers let's say Karl-Heinz Stockhausen or Yanis Xenakis. He's my absolutely favorite, and he's actually one of the biggest composers ever, from modern era. He was also an architect. So basically, and he was also called architect of music. He wrote the most important pieces for percussion in history, and the most complex ones, where there's, for example, like tremendous amount, for example, like polyrhythmic rhythms, which are not that easy.
So if you would like us to say, what is the most difficult in your percussionist job? What is the most difficult element of being such kind of musician?
Okay, well, first of all, the most difficult thing is to be able to achieve certain level of playing and certain level of skills. But what I mean is not only technical skills, as I mean, like for example, the audience can think. I mean, how fast somebody can play. No. Absolutely not. For example, like let's say I can do something like super fast, but why? Just to play super fast? No, because it's not interesting. It's simple and it's flat. It's not big. It's flat like this. It's actually because I mean the better I am like from technical like point of view, the better I can express myself to the audience, and this is actually like very important.
So the only thing left for me right now is to, of course, invite all of you, the viewers of Finland Daily, to some classical percussionist concerts and to listen to such kind of music. And of course, when Maciej Świnoga is playing. And again, thank you for watching our show.